Hello, listeners. My name is the Reverend Jim Quote, and thank you for tuning in to the brand new broadcast of a different flavor. I don't have a tagline yet. Unique, zany, for esoteric-minded people. But we're calling this show Quote Unquote. Any of those can and will do, but I'm really currently walking home, and I accidentally hit record on my phone and thought that I could just start the show early. So here we are. We, us, the team, are brought to you an engrossing, riveting, possible captivating show for yourself, the listener, for you to ascertain, if you will. Here is the word I was going for, to hear, to listen. A show for the not too many, the curious, the dumbfounded, the political nuts, the religious nuts, and of course the music and technology enthusiasts as myself. Once I get to the home, which isn't much further, I'm sorry that I'm walking, I will be able to get my program up and running. I am fumbling through my phone right now as I walk and talk. I'm searching for the phone number for you to call in and get on the horn with me. I did buy a phone line, and we'll have that number when I get in. I remember that I think I left it on my desk. It's not on my phone, next to my water bottle that I forgot and needed throughout the day today. Well, it's not much longer than I'm about to be there, but thank you for listening to the show thus far. It shall be quite the experience. Excuse me. I do have a store in which the title may or may not say a conversation about drugs being called in a show. I hope that you will have your thoughts and opinions loaded and provoke the mind to expand without the use of drugs. And if you are ever so lucky with the use of drugs, alcohol, or whatever your voice might be. Okay, my house is in the view, and yes, I have to do the first show out of my house on the third floor, for it is the most silent spot, and it allows me to do what I need to do with a wide open space with computers, soundboards, phones, and phone lines, music player and such. Speaking of music, I may have to mention now that I will not be playing any music that is the property of others, and just whatever I can play from Creative Commons. Or if you know an artist that would like to get played, I'll be able to play that track or album or snip from them with the proper paperwork and legalities. Alright. Okay, I'm here. Alright, let me open the door and venture on up. Okay. The phone's going to get a little annoying as I get up there. I don't know why it's ringing. Maybe I've announced the show yet, or the show's phone number. We just have it set up to a phone number. Well, listeners, you're in for a treat. Right now, I am in the creative process, of which is what our show does, to undergo the necessary preparements of get prepared. Jeez Louise. Phone's gonna get annoying. Alright. Just waiting for the computer to boot up. Don't quite have theme music ready, but I did get a jingle ready. And I'll figure out, I don't know if I could switch this phone, or if I can answer it. Maybe, let me see if I can answer it while I have you on the air. I want to answer it while I am recording and that you can hear it as well. Let me hook this phone up to soundboard, which is linked up to the computer. And, found the volume on the phone. Cool. Okay. Really have to say that I am a little upset about the phone ringing right now. I'm looking at this cord. If you're old, let me know. And this cord found another function. That doesn't seem right. The army says that. No, wait, what's happening when I press that button? Do you hear that? There you go. That's randomly advice. No, yeah, we're not too sure what's going on with the audio. Yes, yeah, it's acting, it's saying what I'm saying in reverse. Now it's saying what I'm saying in reverse before I say it. Not too sure what's happening with the audio or this soundboard that I got. I did buy it off Black Market. Well, the dark web. Black Market, dark web. zzz.blackmarket.deepweb.deepsomething.net. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look into it. But I think I pressed the button and now it's not reversing what I said. So looks like we have a caller calling in. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation.
Oh, hello.
About drugs. Yes, drugs.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. I mean, there's no, what do we call them? Public service advertisement.
Hello?
More well known from the 1970s. What do we call them? Drugs than
Hello?
that, and actually going into the 1980s. I don't even know when the actual slogan originated, but of Ronald Reagan, really from the outset of Doc, when I began speaking,
Eggs.
there was this movement going on against drugs, and most well-known one was PRIDE, Parent Resource Institute on Drug Education. And Buddy Gleaton, who was the founder, a physical education professor at Georgia State University, we were connected, and he invited me to speak at their early meetings. And there was this kind of slight discomfort because I was focusing on
Eggs.
and he was focusing on cocaine, marijuana, and the so-called illegal drugs. Cocaine, marijuana, and we both were cocaine, marijuana, very supportive of one another's effort, but my area of interest and expertise was smoking, and his cocaine, marijuana, as was these others. And I guess we both were in agreement on alcohol, but that wasn't a very big topic.
Hello?
But the eggs, but everybody was watching the eggs, and with the frying pan, and the eggs, and the egg, and then this is your brain, and then breaking the egg and cooking it in a frying pan, this is your brain on drugs. So I would start but the eggs, and I've been reading the eggs, and talking to a lot of students, and particularly grade school students, and I would say this to high school students or college students. Do you know, I've been reading, and cocaine, marijuana, very supportive of one another's effort, but I've been going all over the country, and as one person at the Beaumont Rotary Club said, Dr. Blum has been invited to lecture in more than 50 states, and I've learned that kids and are not eating eggs. More than 50 states.
Eggs.
And they were saying, oh my God, eggs are drugs, I can't eat eggs. Why do you think kids are not eating eggs? And I open it up to the audience, and they'd say, well, because the shells are too crunchy or something, or it's got cholesterol. And I say, no. And they'd say, the shells are too crunchy.
Antibiotics to chicken feed.
And they were saying, oh my God, eggs are drugs, I can't eat eggs. well, it's little baby bird guts or whatever. No, I said, no.
The incredible edible egg.
Kids are not eating eggs because baby bird guts or whatever. No, I said, no. Kids are not eating eggs because this is your eggs, this is your brains, this is your drugs and eggs on frying pans.
This is your brain on drugs.
There was this kind of slight discomfort, and they would all laugh and they'd say, oh yeah, those are those ads saying this is your brain and this is your brain being fried by drugs. But kids, little kids, it was actually true. They surveyed kids, and they found that these kids were watching these commercials with the eggs frying, and this is your drugs and eggs on frying pans. And they were saying, oh my God, eggs are drugs, I can't eat eggs. This is an absolutely true story.
The incredible edible egg.
So the so-called Partnership for Drug-Free America didn't get it, but it's still the most well-known commercial ever. And so speaking to PRIDE, Parent Resource Institute of Drug Education in Atlanta, when they had their huge meeting, they had Secret Service, because they had Nancy Reagan, who by this time
The Just Say No person, because they had Nancy Reagan, who by this.
That was the big slogan of the Reagan administration. You know, that'll solve everything.
Hello?
And they were saying, oh my God, eggs are drugs, I can't eat eggs. There was this kind of slight discomfort. So she spoke at the first day of the meeting, and they were saying, oh my God, eggs are drugs, I can't eat eggs. And with the Secret Service all around. And then I got to speak the same day at the meeting. And I knew it might not go over, but I included a slide among the many tobacco slides that I was doing of Ronald Reagan for Chesterfield. And there it was. It's a classic advertisement. And then I said, not many people realize, Nancy Reagan was also an actress and a model, and she was in advertising too. And the next ad was a Nancy Reagan lookalike walking a dog and saying to the sky, my good news, my constipation worries are over. And it was an ad for some constipation medicine. And the audience roared, and sure enough,
if it feels like you live in the bathroom with recurring constipation and belly pain,
one of the guys from the White House went down to Buddy Gleason. You could see him there, and he had his arms gesticulating. There was this kind of slight discomfort, and Buddy told me later he wanted them to get me off the podium right then and there, and he did not. There was this kind of slight discomfort, but that was the last time I ever spoke at a Pride meeting.
Hello?
Stop. I said, stop. I said, hold on there, boy. I said, what are those red and yellow pills you got there? Egad, youngster. As sure as my name is Foghorn Leghorn, those things can cook your goose. Good work, son. I don't mind saying it when it comes to them things. The smart thing to do is be just plain chicken. Yeah.
What are we talking about drugs for?
Greg, nice of you to join us. We're talking about drugs. We're having a conversation about drugs.
Hello?
In a sort of different type of way.
Yes, I understand, but why talk about drugs when we can do drugs?
This is a conversation about drugs. Nobody here is doing drugs now.
No.
Want to do drugs?
No, I'm here to
finish.
do drugs.
Then you
I'm
can.
here to talk about them.
Well, go ahead and do your drugs. We're going to continue with the show, okay? Oh, well, that's just great.